How you doing today? My name is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. And I want to say Happy New Year to you. I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. So I know a lot of people had a great holiday, and I trust that you are doing well today. And for many, I know they're using this day to recuperate from last night's festivities, and which is awesome. I also was out for a drive this morning and drinking my coffee, and I was thinking, I had a thought. Sometimes I have those. But I had a thought, and it got me to thinking about this show. I was thinking about this show called New Amsterdam. And in the first show of New Amsterdam, they had a Dr. Max Goodwin take on the new role of a medical director at one of the oldest hospitals, and I believe it was a public hospital in the United States. He was mainly known for his patient first policy, which he intended to implement at New Amsterdam Hospital. Now, on the morning drive, I had this thought. He had one powerful question that he asked them, and it seemed foreign to them, and I understand why, because when they have other directors that come in and say they're going to do something and it never really gets done, pretty much. And when he asked the question, how can I help, no one answered him, and he said, it's not a trick question. I generally want to know, how can I help you serve the patients better? Let's get into some trouble and let's be doctors again. But the question, how can I help, is powerful. I mean, think about it. If you are going about your daily day and you see an opportunity, and whether it's at work or home or whatever, and you say, how can I help? It's a powerful question, because when you ask, how can I help somebody, or how can I help you, or how can I help, actively engaging with someone's needs and concerns. This shows that you actually care about them and their well-being. This simple act can basically strengthen your relationship, your personal bonds, or professional relationships with them. And I think that is a powerful question, because it allows us to also be vulnerable for ourselves, but it also allows us offering an opportunity to help somebody, whether it's in team dynamics or projects or at home, or even enhance family relationships by demonstrating empathy and support for one another. It may seem foreign if you're not accustomed to saying, how can I help? Or let me help you. I mean, it could be simple as opening the door. Oh, let me get that for you. I mean, you think about that, right? Asking how can I help requires you to put yourself in someone else's shoes also. It cultivates a deeper understanding of their situation and emotions. And at that time, you'll probably be fostering compassion and empathy as well. But how can I help? When's the last time you said that to someone? I mean, when you say, how can I help? You're volunteering. You're volunteering to take time out of your busy schedule to do something for someone else. No matter what it is or how you're helping, you're saying, hey, I see that you can use some help. If you don't mind, how can I help you? What could I do to lighten your load? What could I do to help things become a little more simpler or a little more easier for you? How can I help? That's a powerful question. And if you're at work or something like that, participating in team projects at work, you can chime in, how can I help to make this collaboration work better? I mean, if you start asking that question and start looking for ways to improve, you will ultimately improve, because it also builds your skills, because you're looking to help in ways that may be different than you normally would help somebody. So I believe it also will help you enhance your own problem solving skills by helping somebody do something that you have not done before either. So sometimes when people take time and you say, how can I help? And they take time to show you, well, I'm having a problem with this. Two heads are better than one. So you may not know what they're doing, but you may have an idea how things can move a little further. And by somebody explaining something to you, they get that aha moment. Oh, thank you. And you wondering, well, I didn't do anything. Yes, you did. You opened the door by saying, how can I help? And by them trying to explain a process to you, they were able to look at their issue from a different perspective, and boom, they found the answer. How can I help? You can also do this through mentoring people who needs guidance, participating in brainstorming sessions, or tackling family issues collaboratively. And this is a great way to enhance your own personal skills. How can I help? Trying to actively figure out a solution to a problem. And guess what? It's also give you an opportunity to show acts of kindness and support and contribute to a positive atmosphere. And when people feel that value and support, it builds morale and productivity. And I believe you can improve by helping others. So, how can I help? That is one of the things that I look at in my own podcast. How can I help? Because I would like to be that person that will provide you with ideas, thoughts, and concepts that will probably help things along a little bit better for you, make things a little easier for you, make you look at things differently from a different perspective and say, you know what, I haven't done that in a while, or I haven't done this in a while. You know what, that's a great idea. Let me try this. So that is the purpose of me being here. I want to say, how can I help? And by offering tips and ideas and concepts, it's a way to help you figure out your next move, or how you might make your life a whole lot easier or better in some way, form, or fashion. And I think volunteering sometimes is a great way to do that in areas you're unfamiliar with, assisting people with outside projects or outside your scope, even in the community, workshops, or any other way that you can contribute to a personal growth, allowing you to learn something new. That's awesome. How can I help? It's such a powerful concept, but many people don't even use it that much today. And it's so endearing in a way where you're saying, I truly want to be there to help you. How can I help? I hope this new year will bring you into a year where you can foster new beginnings for yourself and engage in new activities and new thoughts, new concepts, new ideas that will help your life flourish. So that is what I wanted to bring to you today. How can I help? What a wonderful idea. And you know, it's an idea that I believe in. And when I saw that movie a couple of years, I think it was last year in it was 2023. And that one question stayed with me forever. How can I help? So it's also helping us embrace a mindset of asking, how can I help you? How can I make things different for you? How can I make a significant impact on the lives of others and enhance my own personal professional growth? How can I help? So my concept is to be here on this podcast to provide ideas, concepts, and thoughts that will allow you to look at your own life through a different lens or from a different perspective, and possibly change something within your own life that you've probably been living with for a little while. It's just been like a little thorn in your side, and you say, you know what, it's time for me to make a change. It's time for me to do something about this. It's time for me to not settle any longer. Whatever it is, you only you know what you're dealing with in your life that could possibly change. I mean, it may not be a bad thing, but it's just something that you might want to tweak in your own life. Hey, this is food for thought. This is what I got for you today. I want to wish you a fantastic and prosperous new year. And don't forget to come back for Poetry Friday. I'll have a brand new poem for you. And let me tell you this year will be the year of self-mastery and transformation. I want to ask you a quick question before you go. Have you ever caught yourself in a relentless storm of self-doubt or negativity? Imagine being able to rewrite the narrative, turning your self-criticism into empowerment. Monday, we'll dive deep into the art of self-talk, how the words we say to ourselves shape our reality and our happiness and our success. So join me on Monday as we uncover techniques to flip the script, harness the power of positivity, and reclaim control over our inner dialogue. I'll see you Monday. Until then, be blessed. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.